Real estate is one of the best careers out there. It offers unlimited earning potential, a flexible schedule, and you're your own boss. You really just answer to yourself and your clients. Because real estate is such a great career path, tons of people enter into it. They get their real estate license thinking, man, this is gonna be so easy. I'm gonna be making so much money and I'm never gonna be working. But it's common knowledge that about 87% of agents don't make it in their first 5 years and they get out. According to the Bureau of Labor, that number is closer to 50%, but they could be accounting for agents that work part-time or they just have their license and they don't actually sell any homes. And I'm going to share with you my top 4 reasons why you shouldn't become a real estate agent. Number 1, you're lazy. Number 2, you're impatient. Number 3, you're a do-it-yourselfer. You're not willing to learn. And number 4, you're a quitter. So let's dive into all 4. The first is you're lazy. Many people just see real estate agents on social media or on TV like Selling Sunset and they think, wow, this is such an easy job. These real estate agents are collecting these huge commission checks and they're not really doing any work. What most people don't see is what agents are doing on the back end, what they're doing behind the scenes. How many phone calls, how many text messages, how many properties, what kind of data are these agents looking at to be the top producer in their local area? So most of the top producing agents I know are actually the most busy people that I've met. Many of them are working somewhere between 60 and 80 hours a week. What's portrayed as a successful agent's life is not always what really goes on. Most of the high producing agents that I know personally are extremely hardworking. As a matter of fact, I would say they got to that level because they outwork the competition. So if you are in it for some easy money, do not become a real estate agent. Reason number 2, if you're impatient. Many of the agents that I know that are successful have been in the industry for over 10 years. Of course, there are agents who find success early on, but that's not always the case. It takes time to build relationships and serve your clients the right way. If you're in it for a quick payday, this is also not the job for you. The agents who have been in the industry for a long time and truly served their clients and always did what was right and had those real relationships are the ones that are thriving. There's a really common phrase in the industry that we use, and it's called commission breath. So what that means is you can always smell when an agent is just all about the commission and they don't actually care about the client. And that is the wrong way to do business, in my opinion. So once again, if you are impatient, do not become a real estate agent. This is a business of relationships and those take time to cultivate. Reason number 3 is don't become a real estate agent if you're a do-it-yourselfer. And what I mean by that is if you think you know everything and you think that you're the best, even though you haven't proven it or you haven't actually done anything, don't get into this industry. The best agents are always learning, collaborating, and implementing new things, new techniques, because technology is changing, the market is changing. They're always learning. That is the biggest thing about the industry. And that's something that I love about the industry is that it requires you to always be learning. There's always something new that you can implement in your business. So if you are not open-minded to learning and collaborating with others, then do not become a real estate agent. And number 4, if you are a quitter, do not become a real estate agent. Like I mentioned before, it's common knowledge that 87% of real estate agents don't make it in their first 5 years. The actual data shows about half of agents don't make it in their first 5 years. And the reality is, agents don't make it because they have the wrong impression of the industry. They probably come in thinking, I don't have to work that hard. I don't have to learn, and this is going to be so easy. And so when their expectations don't align with what really happens, then they get discouraged and they leave the industry. I want to share a story of one of my friends. He's been in the industry about 7 years. His first 5 years, he did struggle a little bit. You know, he made it. He wasn't really a top producer. But in his 5th year, he decided to go all in on social media. He learned a new skill. He found a way to differentiate himself. Now he's a top producer. And now his life and his family's life is completely different. The trajectory of their life has changed for the better. So if he would have quit in year 5, he would have never made it over that hump. He would have never figured out the skill that he had to learn to get over that hump to get to the next level. So now that you've heard all 4 reasons that you shouldn't become a real estate agent, if none of those things scared you, and you are someone that is not lazy, is someone that loves learning, is someone that's willing to put in the work, and you're willing to do this for the long term, then real estate is the right career for you. And if you really want to get started in real estate, I have 2 things for you to do. The first, watch my other 2 videos that explain how to get your real estate license and how to pass the real estate exam. And then number 2, if you have any questions, email me on how to get started. I'd love to share my experiences and any knowledge that I can to help you get started in real estate.